Welcome to another edition of STX Sports Live, the Overtime Sports Show, the only show that gives you live, local, regional, and national sports talk. As we got our two guests, as always.
Guest
Well,
on the panel.
the host and panel, Poncho Nevarez.
I feel like I could just walk in, and open the fridge, and look around, make myself a sandwich, right, Grant?
The professor, Poncho Nevarez, against, of course, the guru, Bibb, Hyundai Del Rio, 1508 Veterans Boulevard in Del Rio, Texas. And, of course, Nevarez Williams, NevarezWilliams.com, 780 East Rio Grande Street. We're at La Parrilla at 2640 Del Rio Boulevard. They got some great, delicious food coming up now. Is breakfast time every single day, 7 days a week. And you can come get your breakfast 8:30 to 2.
I love this place because it's near my house.
Yeah.
And it's
and the food's great.
And then not only that, guys, you're also going to be able to get menudo and barbacoa on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays now here. So come on by. Make sure you tell them Freddy sent you or the gang sent you. As you see behind us, that's our show, man.
Oh, yeah.
As our first segment, we're going to go straight into it.
You gotta love that.
Poncho, yeah.
You gotta love that.
I'm just going to be looking. What do I do with my hands?
How does Ricky Bobby do?
What do I do with my hands, man?
Guys, of course, we're going to talk about Eagle Pass High School, the Eagles versus CC Win. Friday night at the Cozell Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium, the Kickapoo Tribe of Texas field. We got to get all that stuff. And then, of course, the Lynn Purcell Student Activity Center.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to mention
all
everybody.
That,
all that. But we got that on Friday. Of course, we're going to talk about volleyball. We got a game of the week tomorrow, United South, as they have a new coach. And PSJ. That's our Tuesday night game of the week. Wednesday, we're busy. Thursday, our Thursday night game of the week, football. Presented to you by our good friends at Hyundai Del Rio, the Road Show. See, we're on the road. It's the Hyundai Road Show, right? That's what it is.
Yes, we have names for everything. We got the pregame show, the halftime show, the
first down.
The first down.
You can't get a
penalty.
You can't get a first down without getting a Hyundai.
It's a Hyundai first down cap.
Good. You gotta have it.
I know last year that Wetland Williams. I don't know. There's red zone. We got names for everything. It's all
We had a
good.
whole bunch of stuff. As we talk Nixon and OBJ, that's our Thursday night game of the week from historic Shirley Field. That's our Thursday night game of the week. And then, of course, the weekend, we're going to be over at Laredo catching some highlights of the Longhorn tournament, the volleyball tournament. Everything is set to go, gentlemen. We're here. It's another season, another August.
I see you wearing a black shirt. Is that some foreshadowing?
No, there's no foreshadowing.
Okay. Am I reading too much into it?
This is
You're reading into it. You mean? Are you talking about Friday's game?
Yeah, I mean, I wore a gray shirt just because we're calling the game.
Are you guys both? Mine's black too.
I like it.
It's a blackout.
Well, I mean, I'm wearing because we're gonna call the game, so I'm not gonna make a prediction on it.
No,
but we're not foreshadowing it.
No, we're not foreshadowing.
I can make a prediction right now if I'm with you.
We're not. We don't.
Okay.
There's a bunch of shirts colors that I have: orange, black, silver, blue.
You have burnt orange?
I have burnt orange.
burnt
no,
orange.
Actually, it's like the other orange. It's like
It's the Tennessee Volunteers orange.
Yeah, it's a Tennessee.
It's
yeah.
Halloween orange.
Yeah,
Microphone orange. Yeah.
Candy corn
Yeah,
orange.
Candy corn orange.
It's microphone
Halloween.
orange.
It's Halloween orange. There you go.
All right, guys. So we look at week 1 of Texas high school football. That's what we all anticipate every year. Of course, NFL we don't have anything but preseason this week.
Nothing to talk about there.
Well, there's stuff to talk about, but we'll get to that later. But Eagle Pass versus CC Win, round 20. 20 years minus the COVID year, I think.
Seems like only yesterday. Holy smokes.
Yeah. As for CC Win,
2006.
Juan Cruz Jr. at the helm. Coach Rene Ramirez, we talked to him last week, and we talked to the coaches, Coach Salas, Coach Soto, Coach Royce, and everybody that was with us at Chancellor Lee's. We talked to them about week 1. Of course, they we did talk to them, or we did see them against United South. They did very well against United South in that scrimmage.
I like the energy. You know, I caught more. I watched more of Win Del Rio and Win this week than I did Eagle Pass because there seemed to be more video posted.
Yeah.
And Del Rio actually broadcast their.
Yes.
And Grant was on the call.
I did the broadcast.
Which I enjoyed.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I enjoyed listening to Grant on it. And so I was able to watch more of it. A couple things. One is I enjoyed last week's conversation with the Win coaches. I thought their energy, their mission, what they seem to be about this season, and every season's different, it'll tell you that. But I enjoyed that. And I think this is going to be an interesting game for a lot of different reasons. And let's start with, you mentioned Junior Cruz. Let's start on the Win side. The offense is senior heavy.
Yep.
You've got a quarterback that has been a starter, I think, since his sophomore year.
3 years, yep.
Right? And, we watched him consistently grow throughout the season. And there's very few players that are like him that can do some of the things that he can do. And I know a lot of programs in his district and Eagle Pass's district that would be lucky to have a player like that on the field, right, as a quarterback. And so I think they have a lot of other contributors at skill spots that are seniors. They're going to come in with a lot of snaps played, which is important. And I think as Cruz goes, they go on Friday night.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then on the flip side, you have still with I did speak very briefly with Poncho over at the Meet the Eagles, and it's very intriguing because obviously he's got two quarterbacks, two QB1s that can be at the helm, either Jay Hawkins or Alex Reese. And we won't find out till Friday night who's going to get the snaps. In the game against New Braunfels, they both had some snaps in that scrimmage. And again, it's the maturity, I guess, of both. They're both juniors coming into this year. As we were talking off camera, we're talking about last year having Barrera and not having somebody behind him. I thought again last year with Jay being behind him and with Alex Reese playing at the linebacker spot in the defensive side. Now, you mix those things and bring him to the offensive side. So then who goes to the defensive side to fill his spot?
I mean, they've graduated, a very good pair of linebackers. So they're young at that spot. Ruiz contributed, I think it was like 85 tackles, which is considerable amount of tackles on the defensive side. So, yeah, that's a good question. Putting a pin in that, I think that for the average fan or even the above average fan, if you will, that's looking at the quarterback battle, obviously they're going to be sitting in their seat Friday night wondering who's going to trot out there and take the first snaps. This is just me personally. I don't think that we should read much into that.
Yeah.
Because I think that from what I've seen, and I watched the inter-squad scrimmage, I caught a lot of that because parents were putting a lot of those videos. I had a hard time telling the difference between the players at certain points, if only for the numbers, just because of how similar their games were, and what they were doing. But it's going to be interesting to see the dynamic, right, and how the coaching staff manages that on Friday night.
Let me go with I called the game live when I saw CC Win play against Durham. It was a scrimmage. It was 16 snaps each team, and then 12 each, and then they played 1 quarter live football. But if you got to the quarterback, it was like touch.
Yeah.
They want to get hurt. So what I saw was a lot of energy. What you said. I mean, like I was there. The defense played really well during the 16 plays and 12 plays. They each scored a touchdown, but CC Win had a bunch of turnovers. They had a pick and a fumble. So during that, and then Del Rio, and I'll get to them next, but Del Rio made a lot of dumb penalties after personal foul, and a lot of procedure penalties. And I kept saying, it's beginning, it's going to be sloppy. They don't know that. And then when they played the full quarter, Del Rio scored 2 touchdowns to 1 to CC Win. But one thing I noticed, and I've only seen CC Win play quarterback twice, I saw him in warm-up. He was throwing hash to hash against the Win. he's got the arm and throw, and he makes plays with legs. He extend plays, and I wanted to come last week to ask Coach yesterday because the one touchdown they scored, I guarantee you, this is look. I've been watching football a long time. The touchdown they scored, it's impossible what they did, and if you saw the tape, they have to. They have to. There's no way that when the quarterback's scrambling to his right,
he threw across his body to get Kevin
and the receiver. I'm here to tell you that's a broken play, phenomenal play. I said, "Oh my God, there it is!" And sure enough, I was like, "That's a touchdown." I could see it. Like if he goes that way, and sure enough, like how did he do? You don't go right, and the receiver too. Like you're supposed to run the quarterback. He went the opposite, and a touchdown. And I'm like, wow. And then the two touchdowns they gave up were two big plays, and one at the end was fourth. And I said two was third. There was 28 seconds to go. So really, if it was a quarter game, they could have nailed it around the clock. I go, they're gonna have to go for a safe screen because he had called the timeouts hoping to stop him. It was third and goal from like the 20-some yard line, and they threw a screen. And sure enough, there was 7 guys in front. I go, that's a touchdown. And sure enough, he walked in. So 2 plays of the defense that they gave up to Del Rio. Otherwise, they really control the scrimmage. What I saw, and I wish it had been last week, is I saw I saw Coach Ramirez showing so much. I'm getting with him, but every single play he was like under, the pick, and there was a sacks. Every time they sacked the guy, he running around like he was there. I mean, like the coach of defense. I mean, they were like the CC win coach were having it was like there was a lot
of energy
into it. And I can tell you, with watching Del Rio's gonna win some games. And from last year they were over. They got a new coach with so much energy. Their offense is kind of like Eagle Pass. It's like
they got a new quarterback.
They were very
familiar with that kid because we coached against him in Mexico.
Yes, that's something. He played for the Vaqueros.
Yeah.
So I go online. It goes, I'm gonna go Poncho because the guy, one of the kids was the Vaqueros. I go, Poncho was away. I mentioned him there. I'm gonna get the scoop for him later. But their line, if you saw, their line is huge.
Yeah.
If they can get them, bro, they're all 6'4", 6'5". I don't know where they got them from.
They're
big dudes.
They're Vaqueros too.
But I mean, if they could move, let me tell you something. I was so amazed. CC1 was getting in there and crashing. I'm like, I think it's coaching. There's no way when you're 6'4", 6'3", and they're 2-something, and these guys are getting in, they're faster, or their technique, maybe they're spacing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we touched on that last week with
Salas.
Salas, and they were conceding the fact that they're going to be mismatched size-wise in a lot of games, but they weren't conceding anything past that, meaning they really believe that they have
an athletic. They disrupted a far superior offensive line, and I was like, holy smokes. I was impressed with it because, let me tell you, they look like ants compared to the real guys, and I'm serious. And they weren't getting much, a couple plays, but there wasn't much you would think like they should. So if the Real's going to win some games, they got to get them in sync and unison. Now, getting back to this Friday's game, it kind of really, unfortunately, but it's just how I'm going to say the truth. It doesn't matter who trots out there because you got to figure out, well, in practice, like today, they named Deshaun Watson the starting quarterback.
Did they? I missed that.
Yeah, they did. They did. And Shador to come down and look like 5 out of 7. Why? I don't know. But you know what? You're going to get how many games? 3 or 4 games before this starts.
There's 2 games. There's 2 games scrimmage, and then, of course, you got 3 games.
And then district.
Yeah, district. Yeah.
So does it really matter? Coach Olivas, and with the input of Christian and Ty, whoever the offensive guys, hey, you got 3 games. Let the tape speak for itself, and what they do with the ball.
Well, and I've said this,
and then at that point, because it's like you said, if they're so close, you have to really.
I've said this. There's got to be a criteria or a litmus that we're unaware of. Meaning, we can sit here and watch, and I watch what we've watched, watch what we're going to watch Friday and or the following week, and make an opinion about who we believe should be the starter. But I have to believe, I'm 99.99% sure that they have a litmus test that we're unaware of because they're going to be making the decision based on factors that we would probably agree on if we sat in the same room. But they probably have some other factors that we wouldn't be aware of that go into making the decision.
Leadership has a lot to do with it too. What's he like on the practice field?
And there's a lot of different things.
There's a lot of
the day-to-day stuff that we're not going to see.
Intangibles.
And so again, I acted incredulously right now that Deshaun Watson is the starter, but the fact is, that's a calculated bet on the Browns staff that maybe Watson gives you something. Remember, on a team like the Cleveland Browns, they're quick to yank them, right?
Yeah.
So that said, I'm looking forward to the game. I'm looking forward to see all these kids play well. That's what I'm looking forward to.
And again, we'll get back to more about Friday's game, and we'll go with, of course, the running backs. You got Brian Leos, you got Avery Emery. Again, we'll talk about those guys after the break. You're watching STX Sports Live. Chance and Lee's, the home of the Chicago Dog, 1296 Dario Boulevard, open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call them up, 830-776-7656. DoorDash and Uber Eats available. Pizza, pasta, wings, sandwiches, and more. That's Chance and Lee's Pizzeria. Dr. Hector Alvarez at Eagle Pass Dental Clinic wants to invite you to 1606 East Garrison Street. Call for your dental appointment at 830-757-1500. Since 2013, our law firm focuses on personal injury cases. No case is too big or too small. Injured in an accident? Call us today at 830-776-7500. We're located at 405 South Monroe Street. That's the law firm of Ernesto Fuentes.
Right now at Hyundai of Del Rio, lease a new 2026 Kona for only $269 a month with $39.99 due at signing. Remember, free maintenance on all new Hyundais. So hurry to Hyundai Del Rio today.
La Parrilla, located at 2640 Del Rio Boulevard. A great family atmosphere with great Mexican dishes and, of course, margaritas. Call them at 830-758-0646 to place your order for takeout. Tacos, plates, lunches, and more. That's La Parrilla. Luis Barbershop, a staple since 1980, has been helping residents look good and at their best. Top-notch haircut, beard trim, and shave. That's Luis and Johnny Rivera at Luis Barbershop, located at 108 Falcon Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. Since 2008, MJC Real Estate has been serving our community with all your real estate needs. Visit us at 240 North Adams Street or call us today at 830-757-6555 to schedule an appointment. An investment property, house, whatever the case may be, we're where it's at. MJC Real Estate.
Poncho Nevarez from Nevarez Williams, and we're a trial lawyer outfit. What that means is if you've got a situation where you've been injured in the oil patch or any job that you might do, or out on the roadway by some negligent trucking company or commercial vehicle outfit, or even in a car wreck, we'll take your case to trial.
Precision Tune Auto Care, located at 2137 Garrison Street. Call them up, 830-758-0701. Oil change, tune-ups, diagnostics, emissions, tires, AC service, alignments, brake service. Go to www.precisiontune.com. That's Precision Tune Auto Care. Rio Grande Heating and Cooling, serving Eagle Pass and the surrounding areas, offering free estimates with financing available. Don't let the heat get to you. Give them a call, 830-758-1900, or stop by 2227 North Veterans Boulevard. Remember, skilled labor isn't cheap. Cheap labor isn't skilled. Rio Grande Heating and Cooling. Sarita's Tortilla Factory, family-owned business. You can visit them at 2505 El Indio Highway. You can call them at 830-773-9151. Rica Barbacoa, El Menudo Delicioso, from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. as they give you great flour tortillas or corn tortillas. Sarita's Tortilla Factory. Si son Saritas, caliéntamelas para el sabor. Siesta Tire and Custom Wheels, 3168 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday from 8 to 2. Call them up, 830-773-4010. Full suspension lifts, leveling kits, in stock, no credit needed, financing available, brake service, tire repair, that's Siesta Tires and custom wheels. Precision Tune Auto Care, located at 2137 Garrison Street. Call them up, 830-758-0701. You can visit them at www.precisiontune.com. Alignments, brake service, tires, AC service, oil changes, and tune-up. That's Precision Tune Auto Care. Via Valencia, located at 1069 Doria Boulevard. Perfect for hosting small to medium gatherings. Spacious indoor and outdoor pool area. Palapa, kitchen space. It's versatile for any type of event. 830-513. Chance and Lee's, the home of the Chicago Dog. 1296 Doria Boulevard. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call them up, 830-776-7656. DoorDash and Uber Eats available. Pizza, pasta, wings, sandwiches, and more. That's Chance and Lee's Pizzeria. Dr. Hector Alvarez at Eagle Pass Dental Clinic wants to invite you to 1606 East Garrison Street. Call for your dental appointment at 830-757-1500. Since 2013, our law firm focuses on personal injury cases. No case is too big or too small. Injured in an accident? Call us today at 830-776-7500. We're located at 405 South Monroe Street. That's the law firm of Ernesto Fuentes.
Right now at Hyundai of Del Rio, lease a new 2026 Kona for only $269 a month with $39.99 due at signing. Remember, free maintenance on all new Hyundais. So hurry to Hyundai Del Rio today.
La Parrilla, located at 2640 Del Rio Boulevard. A great family atmosphere with great Mexican dishes and, of course, margaritas. Call them at 830-758-0646 to place your order for takeout. Tacos, plates, lunches, and more. That's La Parrilla. Luis Barber.
Oh my miss.
Hey, you know where we're at? We're at 2640 Dura Boulevard. Yeah, we got the spoonage, because we're getting ready to do this right here.
Oh, good
my
Lord.
God.
This is La Parrilla. At La Parrilla, 2640
I'm
Dura
gonna do one.
Boulevard.
I'm gonna do one of
You gonna do a
these.
sausage?
I'm gonna do one of these.
You can call them up, 758-0646.
That's for a little carnivore.
968. They got the, oh, look at this. Look at this.
I mean, that's all right if you like meat.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's crazy. Come on by. And what? What happened? Yeah. It's a big spoon.
That's a big spoon.
Yeah.
Ask for the
this
big
thing
ass. Ask for the
look
big
at
ass
that.
spoon.
That's
Squash,
zucchini.
man. Yeah.
Zucchini.
Is that
Yeah,
is
nopales. Yeah,
that
that's
Constantinople?
Yeah, nopales. Nopales.
Napoli?
You got the
These are great.
yeah, the jalapeno poppers. You got corn. You got sausage. That's
Hold on, let me try
the
this.
parrilla.
Oh man.
This is it feeds us three, us four.
That's probably just Freddy.
Yeah, it probably beats me. Now I gotta switch. Make sure you guys come on by. They got the breakfast. We actually ate breakfast. We're gonna do a new
Wow.
spot for La Parrilla at 2640 Doria Boulevard. 758-0646. Make sure you call them up.
Come by and see him.
Yeah. Breakfast tacos and more. Menudo, barbacoa. I'm hungry.
The
Anyways.
corn's good.
Yeah. So, to your note, we'll get back to that. But we got a lot of games starting this week. Of course, week one, we're talking about Eagle Pass CC win. Elsewhere, United is playing for San Juan Alamo.
Oh, it's gonna be a good game.
That's going to be a good game. Nixon, LBJ. United South is playing, I believe, I'm not mistaken, I think they're playing Los Fresnos, no.
I like seeing all these South Texas matchups because there's really good football
Bernie
played.
Kevin. They're playing Bernie Kevin.
Yeah, I mean to me, there's really good football played in Region 4. One of these days I'd like to see some more outside, like play some Region 1 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even go Region 2. Really, what you want to see, and I remember I watched a game and I was like, why are they playing this game? But I realized that they were just trying to see what the speed was going to look like, right? Come playoff time, you're going to see teams with that kind of speed. Well, what do they look like this early in the season? How do you match up? I'm interested in those matchups.
Del Rio playing Kerrville Tybee.
That's going to be a good game.
Yeah,
Johnny Manziel will be there.
Johnny,
Johnny football number 2.
You know what? I just learned that they had hired him as a high school football coach, and he lasted a day.
I got to ask this question. Imagine, seriously, dude, Johnny football. Listen, I love Team Tebow, and I don't care where I was when Manziel played. I made sure I watched him on Saturday.
Yeah.
Imagine what would it be worth the INL.
NIL
right now. I'm serious.
I think
he'd break the bank.
I think he's probably a $10 million dude.
He'd break the bank. I mean, he literally created that whole what A&M was. They're okay, but he literally took them on that. They built the whole thing, and they were selling those 2 jerseys. I mean, it was the number one.
He was
hottest thing.
He was responsible.
He was the hottest thing for 2 years.
And I want to believe that, in no small part, he was the catalyst. Whether you agree with NIL or not, he was the catalyst for that because it became too ludicrous to deny the impact of a player and or players to your program.
He had a huge impact in the SEC, but I mean, we used to go to those games back in the early 90s. We went to the game one time when it was at UT, and now you look at the stadium now, they hope that it wasn't, when Johnny got there, it's
like all the Southwest Conference stadiums, I mean, yeah, Kyle Field was big, Memorial Stadium, but they were open.
Even though before they built it, remember it was grass, and when they would come out, they would have to walk out. It was just grass. Now they got the big scoreboard either, so they've all gotten better. But I mean, it'd be crazy to see what he would make.
Talking about now it's changing and talking about getting better with these 2 teams on Friday night with Eagle Pass and CC Win.
I like the segue, Freddy.
Well, yeah, that was a segue.
I like it.
Talking about the running back position in senior for CC Win, Brian Leos, and what he brings to the table, over 800 yards rushing. And then you got a junior in Avery Emery on the side of Eagle Pass.
And you actually said that right.
Where he's a 2-sport star, plays football, does track. He's a 200-meter runner. He's a 100-meter runner. I was there the game or the first scrimmage where he looks bigger. He looks more physical.
Don't give him any daylight.
You don't give him any daylight because he will take it to the house.
House call, yes, sir.
It's a house call with him.
I want to see, Leos, to me right now, is a more complete back. And I say this because in my very rudimentary way, and I'm looking at it from the defensive side, is what I hate to see is if I'm playing, coaching my secondary guys on, hey, we got to come up, especially my safety is going to be involved in the run game, is I hate to see a kid that really understands how to run from the inside to the hash, to the numbers, and to the sideline. And Leos is that kind of player, right? He's got a little more savvy to him. He's not as big as Embry, but he's got a little more savvy to him. I've seen that. That said, I want to see Embry rely a little less. His speed is great, but what I want to see is that type of back that exploits the inside and runs to the hash, to the numbers, to the sidelines, and doesn't try to beat the defense to the corner like he did.
And try to do a lot of sweeps.
Well, sweeps are good if you can figure out a way to get it upfield quicker. But I think his speed becomes lethal when he runs inside, and now all of a sudden he's on the safety.
And it's just him on the safety. It's one move and he's gone.
Yeah.
You're right, because when you're coming downhill fast
but
and it's in the safety, one juke and you plant, you're gone.
You as the defense, whether you're able to turn the player's shoulder pads to the sideline or on his own, he does it because he believes in his speed. You've won if you're playing gap sound and you're coming down.
Yeah. Gap containment is huge.
So he averaged 33.6 yards as a sophomore last year, because of course he was behind Luis Flores, who averaged 62 and a half. And we did see a couple of games where he came in for Luis, and he had some pretty big runs for Eagle Pass. Knowing that you got a kid like that, and you got an offense of line that's big this year for Eagle Pass, and then coping with a playmaker on either Jay Hawkins or Alex, but then that's you got yourself a two-headed monster back there again.
It's going to be interesting to see how they run that zone, meaning the Eagle Pass quarterbacks. It's going to be interesting to see how Wynn runs the zone with Cruz and Leos. Eagle Pass, their number 2 back, he's very good too. I think I saw a little bit more of a tendency for him to run inside the way I wouldn't like to see it as a defensive coach, where he was running that inside to the hash, to the numbers, to the sideline. And I think you're going to be able to see, and he's a sophomore, Neto Vela.
Yeah, Neto Vela.
And so we're going to see, he's going to spell Embry some, but make no mistake about it, Embry's going to he's going to be a workhorse back.
He's going to get the bulk of the carries.
And so, and he should, right? Because as you pointed out, everything looks like he should be that.
Yeah.
And I look forward to a very, I don't know any football coach other than maybe a Mike Leach or a Hal Mum that say, I don't care if I run the ball. Every other coach that I can think of wants to run the ball. And I don't think these two coaches are immune from that. They want to run the football. They want to run the football. They want to show us that.
And then we go to the perimeter, and you got in 4 receivers, and they're again, we go Jaime Rojas, we got Kevin Sudaki, we got another gentleman, I'm trying to remember his name. I went blank.
You got Villaseñor on the outside?
Well, Villaseñor is, but I was on the inside. Was that's the security blanket for Junior? Is that guy? Is the security blanket? And I went blank. I'm sorry.
You're gonna have a very experienced receiver core for Cruz, for Wynn. You've got 4 junior starters for Eagle Pass. 2 of them are new starters. I can tell you that, and I've actually played against 2 of them, game planned against the 2 other receivers, and one of them's got incredible electric speed. The slot, he'd probably be on the left-hand side.
Who did he play? He played for a team.
He played for a team in Piedras.
Which is Rodrigo.
Rodrigo. He's not Venal's kid, but he played that I wanted.
So now he's migrated to the right squad now.
Yes, we're very happy to have him.
And then you have Jeremiah Silva, who's coming.
And he had a very uncanny knack of getting open. He was very good at helping Barrera when Barrera would extend the play at getting downfield, getting open. I remember he made a very big catch, I want to say in the Medina Valley game when they absolutely had to have it.
I remember that.
He got it. And so you're bringing a kid back that's played a lot of snaps. He's played well. He's probably, if you were to ask the coaching staff, he's probably their number 1 guy, and deservedly so. So they have a lot of expectations. But, on the other side, they've got, Bastian, who, again, he's a very solid player. One of the things I like about Bastian's game is he's a very physical dude. And I would say he's savage in the way that you want a receiver to be savage. He blocks very well. I think right now the coaching staff for Eagle Pass is happy with what they've seen in the scrimmages with the blocking.
Even Trevino, there on the outside.
Yeah, and so you've got, and I think there's very little. You've got very little separation between the 1s and the 2s.
Yeah.
Right, and so you've got some. There's 2 Hernandez brothers. One of them's number 1 on the inside. Nacho played a lot as a sophomore.
Yeah.
So I expect big things from him too. I expect him to be more physical, play up to his size. He's a bigger kid.
My X factor guy is gonna be Angel Espinosa. Yeah. Angel for CC Win is going to be their X factor. The guy in the inside that's going to get them their 3rd down conversions when they need them. That's the guy that he goes and looks for. That's who Junior Cruz looks for.
When it all breaks down.
When it all breaks down. And of course their deep threats is going to be Jaime Rojas, the senior, and then Kevin on the other side. Villaseñor, he's a 3rd down back, but he does the small things. The blocking downfield, the making sure that if Leos gets out to the outside, he's gonna make that block. He's gonna shield that block. So you got 2 formidable offenses. We're gonna probably see some fireworks on Friday night.
I expect offense. I expect offense. I want to believe that that Coach Olivas and the defense are going to dial up and be able to plug and play with a lot of new players. But the linebacking core and the secondary is a question mark. Until we see them tested, we're going to know, right? And I say question mark. They held a very good New Braunfels Canyon team to 14 points. So going into week one, I want to believe that coaching staff has answered some of those questions that they had about their linebackers and the secondary.
Well, I know even though the Eagles played pretty decent defense last couple years, they're always getting burnt with big plays and their corners are small. So I don't know what they look like now.
Well,
but the last couple of years, their corners have been small.
Well, they're
getting beat with a big play. And
if you remember, Matt, they had a stretch of about three to 4 games where they played very well back there, and they held down some very good quarterbacks, and then they ran into a buzzsaw at United. And they couldn't figure it out. Whether
even in the playoff game, they just kept getting
whether it was.
And if I was coaching, I'm gonna call big plays because when you're coaching, they're susceptible to the big plays. So why are you maybe get a 4 or 5 2nd and 5 because their corners I forgot what was it, maybe 5'2", 5'4". He wasn't really that tall. It's like you get a 6. It's just barbecue chicken all day long.
They've got some athletes back there, and they have a kid, Villaseñor, that's I think he's a 3-year starter, and so I expect that kid to play well on the defensive side. On the defensive side, they've got some new players. I expect Leo Fuentes to play a lot, either at the defensive end spot or even the linebacker. I expect Morales to play well, but there's a lot of question marks. But if I'm the coaching staff and I'm the fan base, I'm excited about that because the game, especially at the high school level, is about that. Like, how well can you bring along your kids? This is a big test for the coaching staff, so we can see that, right? How well they're developing their team.
You're right. I mean, how much did the sophomores play last year? How many reps they getting in practice? I mean, they lost Fernandez, one of their key players on defense. That guy was a savage. He was all over the field.
He played very, very well last year.
He was
for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, last year, the games. I mean, he just it seemed like whenever there was a play, he was
making it.
He was making it, or he was. I mean, you can't coach instinct, but either he tackled, he was almost there getting to. And
I can tell you that the kid had, in my opinion, he had fast eyes, and what I mean by that is he was able to diagnose plays very quickly. And he had a very good idea of where he was supposed to be.
He had a knack.
And those are fast eyes. It would be great if you had a 6'2" guy that would run a 4.5 playing on the outside or in the middle of your defense and the linebacking core. But what's better than that is a kid that's got fast eyes.
You got Cheech Mayen.
He's a very good player.
He's gonna fill that linebacker's position. I don't know if he's gonna be at the will or he's gonna be at the mic or I don't know. But looking at that. And you're talking about their defensive backs. You got Wes Felinstead, who last couple of years he was hurt too. So this is his first kind of year that he's a senior.
You're going to see. I would bet dollars to donuts. You're going to see a rotation. You're going to be able to see a lot of players come in and out at the linebacking spot, and it's an opportunity for guys that haven't played a lot to step up.
Yeah, 100%.
And we might see DJ Aranda of playing football. We don't know yet.
I'd heard that. Yeah. I really don't know. I really don't know where they would plug him in.
Baseball guy, right?
Yeah. But it may be playing in the secondary, right?
Yeah, exactly. He's going to probably be playing the secondary. So, hey, guys, we want to thank everybody who's logged on and tuned in to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. Shout out to Justin De Los Santos, who's almost finished with his, I believe his Border Patrol CBP. Yeah, his CBP. Congratulations to you and your family. Of course, kudos to you in protecting our borders. Thank you once again. He shouted out Nevarez Williams, NevarezWilliams.com, 780 East Rio Grande Street. If you are injured in an accident, hit by a 18-wheeler, guess what?
Definitely call.
Call it. Gentlemen, what's the number that they call?
830-776-7003.
And, of course, don't forget, come on by, 2640 Del Rio Boulevard, here at Eagle Pass, La Parrilla.
Open that again?
Yeah,
during the break, yeah, man. I can't wait for the break to get us some of that.
We had a break yet?
No, we're going to go to break right now. And we'll be back with more after this. You're watching STX Sports Live. La Parrilla, located at 2640 Del Rio Boulevard. A great family atmosphere with great Mexican dishes and, of course, margaritas. Call them at 830-758-0646 to place your order for takeout. tacos, plates, lonches, and more. That's La Parrilla. Chance and Lee's, the home of the Chicago Dog. 1296 Del Rio Boulevard. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call them up, 830-776-7656. DoorDash and Uber Eats available. Pizza, pasta, wings, sandwiches, and more. That's Chance and Lee's Pizzeria. Dr. Hector Alvarez at Eagle Pass Dental Clinic wants to invite you to 1606 East Garrison Street. Call for your dental appointment at 830-757-1500. Since 2013, our law firm focuses on personal injury cases. No case is too big or too small. Injured in an accident? Call us today at 830-776-7500. We're located at 405 South Monroe Street. That's the law firm of Ernesto Fuentes.
Right now at Hyundai of Del Rio, lease a new 2026 Kona for only $269 a month with $39.99 due at signing. Remember, free maintenance on all new Hyundais. So hurry to Hyundai Del Rio today.
Luis Barbershop, a staple since 1980, has been helping residents look good and at their best. Top-notch haircut, beard trim, and shave. That's Luis and Johnny Rivera at Luis Barbershop, located at 108 Falcon Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. Since 2008, MJC Real Estate has been serving our community with all your real estate needs. Visit us at 240 North Adams Street or call us today at 830-757-6555 to schedule an appointment. An investment property, house, whatever the case may be, we're where it's at. MJC Real Estate.
Poncho Nevarez from Nevarez Williams, and we're a trial lawyer outfit. What that means is if you've got a situation where you've been injured in the oil patch or any job that you might do, or out on the roadway by some negligent trucking company or commercial vehicle outfit, or even in a car wreck, we'll take your case to trial.
Precision Tune Auto Care, located at 2137 Garrison Street. Call them up, 830-758-0701. Oil change, tune-ups, diagnostics, emissions, tires, AC service, alignments, brake service. Go to www.precisiontune.com. That's Precision Tune Auto Care. Rio Grande Heating and Cooling, serving Eagle Pass and the surrounding areas, offering free estimates with financing available. Don't let the heat get to you. Give them a call, 830-758-1900, or stop by 2227 North Veterans Boulevard. Remember, skilled labor isn't cheap. Cheap labor isn't skilled. Rio Grande Heating and Cooling. Sarita's Tortilla Factory, family-owned business. You can visit them at 2505 El Indio Highway. You can call them at 830-773-9151. Rica Barbacoa, El Menudo Delicioso, from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. as they give you great flour tortillas or corn tortillas. Sarita's Tortilla Factory. Si son Saritas, caliéntamelas para el sabor. Siesta Tire and Custom Wheels, 3168 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday from 8 to 2. Call them up, 830-773-4010. Full suspension lifts, leveling kits, in stock, no credit needed, financing available, brake service, tire repair. That's Siesta Tires and Custom Wheels. Via Valencia, located at 1069 Del Rio Boulevard, perfect for hosting small to medium gatherings. Spacious indoor and outdoor pool area, palapa, kitchen space. It's versatile for any type of event. 830-513-5410 or call 210-560-6292 to book the venue today. Via Valencia. Valdez Tire Record Service, 24/7 roadside assistance. You need a tow? Guess what? Call them up. Valdez Tire Record Service at 830-757-3102.
located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass. Need a jump? Give us a call, 757-3102. Looking for a certified plumber? Look no further than Larry's Plumbing at 2615 Alindo Highway or 3529 US Highway 57. Residential and commercial plumbing. Call them up, 830-773-3250. Southwest Texas Optical is the #1 optical in the entire Southwest region, offering high-end designer frames, cutting-edge lenses, and state-of-the-art lab with same-day service. We are dedicated to serving the community in Eagle Pass. 708 South Bibb Street and 2076 Veterans Boulevard, Suite E. Your vision is our mission.
Injured in an accident? Don't sit this one out. At Chapo Law Group, we step up to the plate for every client. From car crashes to on-the-job injuries, we're ready to sing hard on your behalf. Call Chapo Law Group today. Tough, trusted, experienced. Justice is in your corner. Make the call.
And we're back live, La Parrilla, 2640 Delray Boulevard. Make sure you guys come on by. We're finishing up La Parrilla. You have salsa, you got pico de gallo, you got more salsa, everything, lemons, you name it. This is La Parrilla. Hits the spot for you guys. Friday night, Thursday night. Of course, don't forget their breakfast is every single day from 8:30 to 2. Make sure you come on by. Yeah, they got
good stuff.
I know I got some menudo last weekend, last Saturday. It was good menudo and a taco of barbacoa. So 2640 Delray Boulevard. Come on in and tell Mr. Morales, Freddy, and the gang sent you. Guys, as we look at Friday night's game, and we're still on that one, we kind of look at the defensive side with Coach Salas on the defensive side, and he talked to us, and then Coach Reese on the Eagle side. What are they going to dial up, on Friday night defensively to counteract these quarterbacks?
Well, I think from Coach Salas's side, he's got to be figuring out how to best use that front. They play a 4-3 that could look like a couple of different things. Yeah. But it relies a lot on how athletic their front four are. They're very bullish on them. They like them. And as Grant pointed out, what he's seen is some very good play, athletic play against a larger team. And so that's what we're going to see Friday night. And how that extends to the back, meaning the secondary, we'll see. And how much pressure, those four receivers that we talked about that Coach Garcia and Coach Olivas are very bullish on too.
Yeah.
How much pressure they're able to do, and which one of the two quarterbacks, if not both, for Eagle Pass can exploit that, right?
Yeah.
And then flipping the script for the DC on the Eagle Pass side, Coach Reese, well, he's looking to see, in my opinion, probably still testing guys and seeing who's going to do what, who's going to stand out, who's going to start stepping up and playing the way they want. We're probably going to see them in a base look, probably a 4-3, and they may shift in and out of that, right? But that's what we're going to see. And I think they're going to do their best to create situations where, although I believe this is Cruz at his best, I think Eagle Pass feels comfortable trying to make Cruz improvise. Mm-hmm. Because you can only do so much off schedule, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that's causing that type of chaos for a defense is winning football. A player can't be magical on every play and expect to save his team on every play. You were talking about that play, and I would tell you, and you agree, that that's a designed play when they roll him out and try to figure out. So how much of that can you rely on to win the ball game? We'll see.
Defensively, for Eagle Pass, you got Hitler on the defensive end. On the win side, you got senior Jaden Castillo, Rhino, who went from the offensive side to the defensive side, and he's a DN, and he's a physical guy. He likes to mix in there. So, you're going to have that. Plus, you got Alejandro, I believe, the defensive tackle, Alejandro Gomez. We talked about it when we talked to Coach Salas. He has some guys on the front four that
Yeah,
they've been able to control. Like you said, they've been able to control,
and he likes
the front. They're able to control the trenches.
I saw it with my own eyes. It was really I don't know how they were very disruptive.
So
and it disrupts the offense. But I'm telling you, they were at least maybe 4 inches and maybe 40 pounds at least.
And Salas, when we pressed him on that, like he as a strength, he went right to that group, right to that unit. And so going like on the ends for Eagle Pass, you got Hiller and Hernandez on the other side. Hernandez played some meaningful snaps last year. Hiller, I saw him at the scrimmage. He looked very long. I think I was impressed with his length, how he was able to get a little separation, how that goes. I didn't see a lot of the defensive. There wasn't a lot of video from parents taking on the defensive side that I could see.
Yeah.
Right, and that's kind of how.
But a lot of the offensive
right,
side,
right. But and I would tell you, parents, take some video of your kids on the deal. Nothing bad's gonna happen. But anyway, that said, I was impressed with what I saw in the intra squad with the length, right? And I think Hernandez in particular, he's gonna pose some matchup problems on the outside on Friday night, and I expect him to have a very active game.
The key to that 2 points is if you got two great ends, it's called a control rush.
Yeah.
Because a guy like him, you have to keep him in the pocket unless you got a spy that's gonna once he breaks outside, because this kid has speed.
Well, what you want
and
to
he
do,
can go.
You want leverage. You want to see your defensive ends play with leverage. So, we call it squeeze. You want to see him attack that outside shoulder and squeeze to create leverage. Not turn into the trap, the GT if they're running it. Keep himself. With
you want him to go inside to the deep tackle.
You want to see
got help on the inside. You got tackles on the inside.
And you want to see shoulder pads pointing upfield. Once they get turned one way or the other, especially turned inside,
yes,
you could get beat outside. And so you want to see some good leverage. You want to see squeeze. Especially you want to be able to take that gap away from a kid like Cruz.
And with that, we look at our Thursday night game of the week, presented to you by Hyundai of Del Rio. It's the road show. We're on the road on Thursday night in Laredo, Shirley Field. It is historic Shirley Field. We got Nixon and LBJ. Hunter Salinas for Nixon, who played well last year, and Vincent Robles, the lefty quarterback for LBJ.
He got him into the playoffs.
Yeah, that game was a 14-10 loss for Nixon last year in week 2. Now they have him week 1 because, of course, everything kind of changed with, the
alignment.
The alignment, yeah. They have now an 18 district instead of a 10-team district and whatnot. So I think they only had like 1 or 2, and then they went into. But their big game was that Southwest Legacy game. Nixon put their staple on their by winning that game 34-15. That was a game that I broadcasted for Nixon against Southwest Legacy over at Legacy. That was the staple game. That was their game.
And so think about this: is you had a 5A team in Nixon playing a 5A team at the time, right? They're now 6A. This is a 6A team now. Legacy. That depending on the service that you look at, they're ranked in the top 100 6A teams in the state. So that's no small feat for Nixon. It tells me that their game. I saw 2 of their games last year, one of them being here, and I was very impressed with the quarterback play. Every time CC Wynn tried to mount a challenge, he would lead them right back down the field. They had a very good running back who was big, very physical.
Michael Cruz is back.
Yeah, and so they're gonna be a load for LBJ, and this is an LBJ team that I think is gonna have to learn to live with a little prosperity because they went to the playoffs last year. They didn't do too well.
They lost against Steel, 16-14.
They were one and done.
Yeah,
but they're going to go as far as their quarterback takes them.
But they had quality wins against United South at 21-14 late in the season when they needed the game. They beat Alexander 17-14. And then early on, I think that they had a big game against Del Rio 28-21. So they had the season was a somewhat of a, I think it was a 7-4 total overall with a 3-3.
And they struggled. Let's not. And again, they were victims of that really good defensive. Eagle Pass played very good defense for a good portion of that season.
Yes, he did.
And LBJ was a victim of one of those defensive efforts where it didn't matter what they were trying to dial up. You know, Ruiz and Coach Olivas, they had the answer. And they had guys flying around the ball. I think that was one of the games where they were the most healthy, if I'm not mistaken.
Robles did not know what to do because we did that game.
Yeah.
And he just didn't know where to go with the ball. Everybody was on him. To him, his clock was faster in that game.
And so I believe for LBJ to have a successful season, maybe they don't beat or win every one of these 4 games, meaning United, Legacy, Southwest, and Eagle Pass. Maybe they don't sweep those. But I believe for them to have a successful season, they need to win 2 of those. Now, which 2 of those are going to be?
Yeah.
And this Nixon game is going to tell us a lot. And I don't care that Nixon is 5A and they're 6A. It's going to tell us a lot about what type of team LBJ is.
Yeah. So that's our Thursday night game of the week. And we're going to be up in Laredo broadcasting that game.
I want to say one more thing about the Eagle Pass CC1 game. We didn't really touch on it, and that's special teams.
Oh, yeah.
Eagle Pass has an all-district kicker returning, and he's a record holder.
And then on the other side, they have an all-district kicker in Suzaki.
Right.
Too.
So you got 2 kids that...
Are you saying this might come down to a last second?
Bro.
No.
Bro.
I'm going to say no.
I'm just saying that special teams... we were talking
offense, defense, special teams.
We were talking about this last week with Coach Ramirez about special teams, and we saw a lot of games where they try this directional kicking where they're trying to pin the runner to the sideline. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
I see a lot of times they kick it out of bounds by accident.
Yeah,
They get the ball at the 40.
And so I'm not a big fan of that, but I also understand you don't want to kick it deep to their best guy and have that guy beat you, right? But I go back to the Taft game with Eagle Pass. I thought it was incredible. Not only was it incredible the kid made the field goal, what was incredible to me is how quickly they trotted him out. Like, it was already a foregone conclusion. It wasn't even like, hold up, maybe we should keep the... No. He ran out there in a blink of an eye. They had it snapped, set, and they kicked it, and it was good.
Yeah.
And so, to me, that speaks volumes of the coaching staff's confidence in the kid's ability, because I didn't see it that way, and I'm like... Man, maybe we should take a look. Maybe we should take some more time and think about it.
It's a great weapon, just like the Cowboys, that Aubrey guy. He can kick it from the star, which is 60-yarder, and he got plenty of room to spare.
Yeah.
And he's pretty accurate. So it's like, you know what? Why not? What?
And
you can do things. You know what? My defense ain't that good. You want to play defense, but your defense ain't good.
Kick it.
He's done in practice. Might as well. It's a feel for the game. But one thing I know is that guy's got a leg. Win or no win, his leg. He's was a soccer guy, but he's solid. Well.
He's solid.
Tevin Sudakia for the CC Win side. He's a soccer kid, so I mean he's got the boot. So again, it might come down to a field goal on Friday night.
I'll be eating my words. I'll apologize when we're doing a game. I'll apologize.
And just kind of overall, and just kind of putting a lid on it until we see it on Friday. I'm excited for the game because I'm all in on Win making the playoffs, right?
Yep.
And I'm all in on every team is new, and I'm all in on how Eagle Pass is changing and having to evolve, right, after losing the quarterbacks they've lost in the last 2 seasons. And so that to me is exciting. That's the exciting part of high school football. It's the exciting part of the season. But I'm really looking forward to Friday because both teams have something. Put a pin in the fact that everybody wants to start 1-0. Yeah. Obviously, that's important. But both teams have a lot to show us. They have a lot to prove to themselves, right? And that's the part of the game that it's hard to break down. It's hard to analyze, but we're going to see it, right? And that to me is exciting, guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's because we were trying to get the...
What?
We were trying to get the...
spoon?
The spoon, but the mic. We're going to mic up a special guest that's coming in.
I'm all with that.
Oh, it's a lot to digest. Are all 3 of us going to be at the Eagle Pass?
Yes.
So we're gonna take a short break. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching STX Sports Live. La Parrilla, located at 2640 Del Rio Boulevard, a great family atmosphere with great Mexican dishes and of course margaritas. Call them at 830-758-0646 to place your order for takeout. Tacos, plates, lunches, and more. That's La Parrilla.
Chance and Lee's, the home of the Chicago Dog. 1296 Del Boulevard. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call them up, 830-776-7656. DoorDash and Uber Eats available. Pizza, pasta, wings, sandwiches, and more. That's Chance and Lee's Pizzeria. Dr. Hector Alvarez at Eagle Pass Dental Clinic wants to invite you to 1606 East Garrison Street. Call for your dental appointment at 830-757-1500. Since 2013, our law firm focuses on personal injury cases. No case is too big or too small. Injured in an accident? Call us today at 830-776-7500. We're located at 405 South Monroe Street. That's the law firm of Ernesto Fuentes.
And we're back live, 2640 Del Boulevard, La Parrilla, the place to be. Delicious, delicious food. We just finished eating La Parrilla.
Freddy, who do you got with there, Freddy?
We got Valeria Morales. How you doing?
Hi.
Doing all right?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about La Parrilla and why should people come down and eat here at La Parrilla?
I think people should come and eat at La Parrilla because it has a really great atmosphere. Everyone is really welcoming. There's very good food here, and it's if you love Mexican food, you'll love.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite dish that you eat here every time? I personally like the Mexican burger that you guys have. That's one of them.
Yeah, I like the nachos.
The nachos?
Yeah, and the papas.
Oh, yeah.
And the papa salad?
But the nachos with what? Just plain Jane nachos, or you eat?
I like them with jalapeño, like with the carne.
Is the carne?
Yes.
What carne? Well, okay, what carne do you choose on your nachos? Because there's bistec, there's arrachera, but what's your favorite? Bistec.
Yes.
There you go. That's what she likes, and of course you go to Eagle Pass Junior High.
Yes.
What do you play any sports?
Cross country.
Cross country.
Yeah.
So what is it about cross country that you like?
I just like getting up every morning, and I love to run. And
You love to run.
Yeah, they let us put on
Awesome.
headphones, so like.
That's even better.
You know,
Better.
she said something very important. She likes the process.
Yeah, exactly.
I love
So
it.
what's the question? When you run? I was in Marine Corps, so I used to run a lot, right?
Really?
I don't anymore. Yes, I used to run, and I had to run. Poncho was a runner for one time. He was a big time runner, right? So if you got your headphones on back then, back in 1990
The
something,
Walkman. Yeah, the
there was no beats and
No.
and there was none of that. So
You had
since
to walk.
run, yeah, the Walkman. Sometimes I'd be running, it'd be falling, and just I'm running with it. I was running with it, and then they were like,
The batteries will start to
yeah.
go.
So since you run, so what's your go-to? What do you listen to when you're running? Because you have to have a go-to song, or what do you listen to make it through?
I really like I like older songs.
Really?
Like what?
Yeah, I like rock. I like Green Day.
Can I
Really?
can I
Green Day?
suggest the Red Floors to you?
The Red
Red
Floors, yeah.
Floors?
The Red Floors. You can go to Spotify. You can go to.
Yeah, just plug in the Red Floors, 57. He's what?
She likes Green Day. That's
Yeah,
great.
she likes Green Day.
They're in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Green Day. I remember that one. They came out in the 90s. That's how old we are.
I thought you were gonna say Michael Jackson, but
Oh, no, she's Green Day, man.
Green Day.
okay.
That alternative rock. You know, Nirvana, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I have
Wow.
a bunch of posters in my room. It's just all like my music. It's like
Wow.
Really?
Green Day?
songs.
Only
Man, alternative grunge rock in
Billy
Seattle.
Joe
It's okay.
Armstrong.
That's crazy.
That is great.
It's okay.
And
Now,
you're an 8th grader at Eagle Pass Junior High.
Yes.
So we can't pick the game because we're going to be
we can pick it.
round 20. Eagle Pass, CC win. Who you picking to win Friday night?
Eagle Pass.
Eagle Pass.
I'm
Eagles.
shocked that
You're
you would do
shocked
that.
She would do that.
What do you mean? She's an Eagle. She
Oh, I'm sorry.
She goes to the junior
What's
highs.
the number? Do you have Uber Eats and DoorDash and all that stuff?
Yes.
Okay, so don't forget you can order through Uber Eats, DoorDash, or you can call and come and pick it up. They have a pickup. That's what I like about this restaurant too, is you can drive through, pick up, and it's shaded. Like you're not in the sun waiting for your food.
What's great is after the game or before the game,
Before the game, yeah.
come here, make this your plan
Yeah.
to eat.
Or even after the game.
Yes.
Win or lose, no matter whether you're a Maverick
Are you-
or an Eagle.
¿Hasta qué hora van a
Get
estar
your,
abiertos
come from that
viernes?
east side over here. Get over
Hasta las
here.
10, 11,
It's
11
perfect.
o'clock.
It's perfect.
What's the number that they call to
And,
make sure
and,
that they,
and the
they-
Morales
they
will
stay
stay open for you if you come,
The
¿verdad?
number?
Yeah, the number.
Like
Uh-huh.
830-758-0646.
Hey,
Hey,
quick
hey,
question,
your dad was in a commercial with me the other day. All right, I was filming a commercial and I put your dad in it. So you're gonna see him when you go to the football game Friday night. You're gonna see him up there on the jumbotron.
To everybody.
Hey, I noticed that you guys had like big tables. Talk about like people parties. I saw people when they're celebrating a birthday. Talking about that way people want to have a birthday and come here. Talk about that.
People. The one
Yeah,
time,
like if you
Yeah.
want to reserve it for a birthday
Yeah,
party
you
or
can.
you can.
I think one time there was I think it was a 15, but like
Really?
yeah.
I like this area right here where we're at.
Yeah.
This little patio area that they have here. It's nice. It's cool. They got
We
shaded
did
area.
I came once when they were picking. They had all district picks here for
Okay,
softball,
uh-huh.
and they did it right here, which is
Yeah.
great. They've hosted that.
You remember that one show that we did here?
Yes.
That you said that the camera looked crappy. At
We
one
did it.
point?
We did it in
Did
there.
I say that?
Yes. You know why?
Why?
Because they have lights behind it, and I think it was a reflection where
We did it in there last year.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yes.
Yeah, the camera. So I.
You're
was like,
right. That was absolute crap, Freddie.
You know what? That's why I choose. That's
But
why
I mean-
I choose this right here.
And I gotta say, I look great there,
You look
man.
great.
You
Lord,
You also
Well,
look great on that
you're
flyer.
the AI Poncho for the night. But we're gonna we want to get a little later on. We want to go like and do a little. But say Poncho and me like what AI mess.
Oh man.
Dude, my kids were clowning me so hard. They're like, what?
I was like, what happened? I go,
They're like, you look like the habichuela.
So they're talking about this back here. I don't know if they're gonna be able to see it, but
Yeah.
I'll be able to watch it. I mean, I'll be able to kind of put it up there real quick. But they're talking about this right here.
I mean, you look
That's
great,
what I'm
man.
talking about. That's what they're talking
I mean,
about.
mine's a little bit right. I know where they took that one. I know that could tell
And I sent I sent that dude a great picture of me, and look what I got.
I'm trying to figure out like does it look like
Valeria, what do you think? Like,
I'm trying
come
to
on.
figure out like what
I mean,
that
that's
looks
not
like.
right.
No, it's not right.
Like, look what they did to me, man.
That's not right. So
I come over here, I'm trying to do my job, give some good takes, talk
We gotta-
sports.
this was actually the
That,
right,
see
right
that?
there. Look.
Like, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see.
He was in deep thought.
Look at that.
of-
Yeah, I like
of-
that.
Yeah.
He was in deep thought, looking outside.
That's before the
in-
curls. That's
Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, I mean, my
that's
hair's a
AI.
little longer right now, but that's
Oh.
acceptable.
Who's your favorite NFL team? Do you have any? Like, do you watch any other sports?
The Cowboys.
The Cowboys, okay.
course.
So the Cowboys, of course, this year is the year, is what everybody says.
Grant
Talk about the next
says,
I'm a Cowboy hater, but I will be easy on this year. I will be easy on this.
okay, Valeria, Grant says that they're going to make the NFC Championship game. What do you think?
You think Dak and everybody's gonna make that?
I did not say that. I said they have what it takes.
Takes, okay.
They have what it takes. They have the tools. From what I've seen and the additions, their defense is so much better. They lost because their defense stunk, but their defense has gotten better. So,
Yeah.
So
they're going to be a
remember-
problem
remember, like,
because they
let's-
can score.
Let's go back a year ago. Remember, we were all losing our minds because of the Micah Parsons trade?
Oh man, that was
Like
the
what-
best
like
trade ever.
now
That was the
we-
Herschel
we-
Walker trade all
we-
over
we
again.
We'll talk about that in a second. We got to cuss country to grow that.
All right, but I wanna-
Right now, this
I
is-
wanna plant
this.
this-
Is we're trying to see what we're gonna get
Fantasy.
there. This is a Parrilla segment. Okay?
All right.
This is about it.
Yeah.
We'll get to the Cowboys next.
2640 Durham Boulevard. Come on by and come and eat.
So good luck this season.
Yes.
Yeah. When,
Make-
when is your first cross country meet?
It is on Friday. I'm
Friday?
pretty sure, yes.
We're at.
Here, right?
No, it's out of town.
Oh, it's out of town?
We're
It's
at.
in Castroville.
Castroville. Medina
Well,
Valley.
may God give you strength. May you make good grades. Listen to your parents, but most important, have fun while you're running. And because when you love what you do, it's just easy. Poncho's a runner. I was a runner. I used to love to run up to a certain age. Like it's hard on you, but again, health is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And Freddy's gonna talk to you about breakfast. He's
What-
already got
have
the-
fun.
What's your
What's
breakfast?
your favorite breakfast?
Freddie, she's a runner, dude. You don't want to gain weight.
I
Pretty
haven't,
the
I
plug.
haven't had any of these.
What? What?
No.
Man.
Order up right now. Come on, just put some pounds on there. You can run off in the morning. Here,
You know what?
yeah, just give
Hey,
it one. Pick one. Let's
you-
go.
Breakfast tacos, come on by.
Look, this is what you have to do. Like, have your favorite pre-race. I
Yeah.
would say pre-race menudo.
You can't do that.
yeah, you
That's
can't.
not no. An oatmeal or a bar protein. You come on.
What?
Maybe after you run like a good time.
Post-race menudo.
Yeah. After you have a great time, then go menudo
Y luego ya,
hardcore.
Menudo
déjate
on
caer
Fridays
ya
and
después.
Saturdays.
All right.
Hey, you already ran the car. You can all those calories. You
El
can do.
viernes y el sábado. Viernes, sábado, domingo, barbacoa. I'm gonna go bilingual right now, and I can.
Can you, Freddy?
We do
All
that
right.
He can do what he wants. STX Sports
Anyways,
Live.
So, barbacoa por libra, o si quieres nomás en tacos, vengan y ordenen la viernes, sábado y domingo.
Sabrosura. ¿Can I say that?
El menudo es el viernes y el sábado, ¿verdad? El domingo también. Esos son los 3 días. Puede venir los tacos de almuerzo y todos los platillos mexicanos. Chilaquiles verdes, chilaquiles con barbacoa, chilaquiles rancheros.
I'm gonna have to move back. I'm gonna have to move back to my hometown,
Huevos
Eagle Pass.
estrellados, yeah.
I can't live in Eagle Pass
Oye,
knowing this.
Sí, también tienes
I don't got
huevos
this in Del Rio.
divorciados, porque
I don't got
estoy
this in Del Rio, man. I just drove for the show and give Parrilla the segment, man. Hey, but all kidding aside, guys, listen. Born and raised in this area and I live in Del Rio, but I've been here several times. This place has grown, and God, but the food's really good, and guys, the price is right too. So again, if you want to have a great dinner with your family or host a birthday party, or some of you guys that want to watch a ball game and eat great food, they got TVs everywhere inside. You can root for the Longhorns, root for the Aggies, the Red Raiders, the Mustangs, or if you're an Alabama lover, whatever it is, saving it there, come on in. They got beer, they got drinks,
Yeah, they do.
atmosphere, and if you want to hang out, have a nice plan outside here, you can get wild, no one hear what you're doing, you can kind of go crazy. So come on out, keep in mind, want to do something.
The Overtime Sports Show, the only sports show that gives you live local, regional, and national sports with these guys. Bibb, Poncho Nevarez. Oh man, what a segment. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching STX Sports Live.
Thanks, Valeria.
Thank you.
You were great.
La Parrilla, located at 2640 Del Rio Boulevard. A great family atmosphere with great Mexican dishes and, of course, margaritas. Call them at 830-758-0646 to place your order for takeout. Tacos, plates, lunches, and more. That's La Parrilla. Chance and Lee's, the home of the Chicago Dog. 1296 Del Rio Boulevard. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call them up, 830-776-7656. DoorDash and Uber Eats available. Pizza, pasta, wings, sandwiches, and more. That's Chance and Lee's Pizzeria. Dr. Hector Alvarez at Eagle Pass Dental Clinic wants to invite you to 1606 East Garrison Street. Call for your dental appointment at 830-757-1500. Since 2013, our law firm focuses on personal injury cases. No case is too big or too small. Injured in an accident? Call us today at 830-776-7500. We're located at 405 South Monroe Street. That's the law firm of Ernesto Fuentes.
Right now at Hyundai of Del Rio, lease a new 2026 Kona for only $269 a month with $39.99 due at signing. Remember, free maintenance on all new Hyundais. So hurry to Hyundai Del Rio today.
Luis Barbershop, a staple since 1980, has been helping residents look good and at their best. Top-notch haircut, beard trim, and shave. That's Luis and Johnny Rivera at Luis Barbershop, located at 108 Falcon Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. Since 2008, MJC Real Estate has been serving our community with all your real estate needs. Visit us at 240 North Adams Street or call us today at 830-757-6555 to schedule an appointment. An investment property, house, whatever the case may be, we're where it's at. MJC Real Estate.
Poncho Nevarez from Nevarez Williams, and we're a trial lawyer outfit. What that means is if you've got a situation where you've been injured in the oil patch or any job that you might do, or out on the roadway by some negligent trucking company or commercial vehicle outfit, or even in a car wreck, we'll take your case to trial.
Precision Tune Auto Care, located at 2137 Garrison Street. Call them up, 830-758-0701. Oil change, tune-ups, diagnostics, emissions, tires, AC service, alignments, brake service. Go to www.precisiontune.com. That's Precision Tune Auto Care. Rio Grande Heating and Cooling, serving Eagle Pass and the surrounding areas, offering free estimates with financing available. Don't let the heat get to you. Give them a call, 830-758-1900, or stop by 2227 North Veterans Boulevard. Remember, skilled labor isn't cheap. Cheap labor isn't skilled. Rio Grande Heating and Cooling. And we're back, STX Sports Live, the Overtime Sports Show, the only sports show that gives you local, regional, and national sports. We got the guys, the professor, Mr. Poncho Nevarez.
I get that name.
I mean, your profession, you're a professor.
Oh,
The professor of law.
Oh.
And then we got the guru over here.
The guru.
The
That's
guru,
right.
Grab Bibb. So, guys, we go into, of course, the segue of the Cowboys. And we talked before going to break, you talked and mentioned about the Michael Parsons trade and how that has transcended everybody. When that happened, everybody was up in arms saying Jerry Jones this, Jerry Jones that, senile, old, that kind of thing. But it's worked out in the favor of the Cowboys because they got Caleb Downs. They did well in the draft. They also Schottenheimer did what he had to do and retooled the coaching staff too. Brought in a defensive coordinator that is more of a, I would say, a player's coach. I mean, he's on the field, he's instructing, he's doing what he's got to do. But that right there, and the fact that they also have Oogie in the middle, the D tackles, they're big in the middle, in the front four, and then Von Miller, the ageless one, Von Miller coming in.
He can sell himself some Old Spice.
Yeah, he can sell some Old Spice. What are your thoughts you're not a Cowboy, you're more of a Chiefs fan, Patrick Mahomes, and but what's your thought in the Cowboys this year in 2026?
Well, they had a lot of free agents. I mean, it's crazy. They traded with the Packers, Michael Parsons. They ended up getting two of their linemen, ended up being on their team. And those guys, when Parsons was there before he got injured, the Packers, they got to the Super Bowl. They were destroyed. When Parsons got hurt, it's because Parsons attracts people. The other guys, and now the Cowboys got him. So so their problem was their defense is they were like an F- on defense. Can't get any worse than that. They get a very good pick in Caleb Downs. That his ceiling is higher than ceiling. They're already talking. He's not even done, and they're saying to be the next Ronnie Lott.
Wow.
So this is what they're saying about him, right? So this guy's ceiling and what they're saying about him. So they fix that. They get a young rookie, and everyone else they were marveling about this guy, that this guy is going to be that good. So you add him, Von Miller. So Von Miller on third downs, they're going to get you. And then they signed Williams, a great tackle. He was a number 4-3 pick of the draft that they got from the Jets and so they made these moves and drafting all that. So I can tell you one thing, and I'll be honest, I'm not a Cowboy fan, but they lost a lot of games. You look at it, they lost 40-something Thursday. They just couldn't stop no one. This year, they're going to stop people, and you're right. People are talking Super Bowl. I'm like, come on, dude, it's preseason. But you can see, no matter who they put in, I mean, they beat the crap out of Seattle, and they blew out Arizona, which is preseason, but still, the scheme, the defense, they're flying to the football. So I'll be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if the Cowboys, I'm gonna put some money for them to win the division, because I really think that offense, they'd be the same, if not better. But on defense, they got so much better. So again, their big Achilles heel was their defense, and they're so much better this year. You got some guys that got another year experience. So don't be surprised. 'Cause every year I have a sleeper.
Yeah.
And every year I got my sleeper. And I tell you, last year it was the Bears. The year before that, I said the Redskins, right, or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
This year,
The Commanders.
I'm gonna go out and say that the Cowboys are gonna get a playoff and possibly, again, and if they start playing,
NFC Championship.
and probably beyond some if they play, because everyone's like, how can you pick Seattle? I go, look, I picked Seattle like week 6 because like, dude, if Darnold was playing, their defense is like, dude, their defense that they wanted, but Darnold wasn't making them as like, he never did what he always does, which is not cost you the game.
He didn't go Darnold.
He didn't.
He didn't go Darnold.
He didn't.
Yeah.
Well, Dak's Dak. He makes mistakes, but he puts up a lot of points. You get that. Let me tell you something. With that kid, I mean, like, he's already the leader in the locker room, and he's only been there like 3 weeks. So when you have a 22 or whatever he is, they're just, I mean, bro, they say he's the first one. I mean, he's just, so when you have that, come on, a 34, I give, hey, man, orderly, bro. So I really expect big things, and I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to show you my ticket. I'm going to put money that they win their division because the Eagles are heavily favored. I think the Cowboys win the division and get a bye. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But again, I think that their defense will be so much better because that thing were 8-8 last year.
Yeah.
Look at their scores. You see 40, 47, 37, 30. They lost to the game, awful losses.
The game that pops out at me, they won it on a field goal with the Giants. You know, they had the game wrapped up and won. And
they even tied Green Bay 37. They're awful.
Their secondary would not hold up. Like
they wouldn't. They were getting burnt. Yeah. But now you put a key person there, and then they have another corner. Well, also, what's him was hurt. They got rid of the brother of Diggs. So
yeah, he's no longer there. But then you have in Deshaun Barham. He that linebacker did well. But you also have Jaden Blue, UT guy, who he
looks very fast.
He looks very fast. Again, last year he was a rookie. This year, second year in the league.
You want to hear something funny?
What?
Is he didn't play a lot in the beginning. He was out at the tail end of preseason and then part of the regular season.
Uh-huh.
You want to know why? He had blisters. You want to know why he got blisters? He had his own shoe, Nike shoe. So my son and several of his friends bought that shoe, and guess what happened to him? Blisters.
Oh, wow.
It was his damn shoe, man.
Crazy.
And then you still have Javonte Williams, who did tremendous for them last year, coming in after Ezekiel left and all the running back troubles.
I just saw they signed Deuce Vaughn. They re-signed him.
Okay.
He's a scat back. He's a good scat back. Third down back.
But you got Mingo also on the. You got these guys. Deron Bland is back. You got Quentin Williams. You got Jake Ferguson. They have 3 deep in the tight end position, and I think they're putting some guys in the IR.
It's really weird the
Ferguson's
way.
Really good, but they got another guy.
It's
He's
weird.
got a weird name. He's playing big.
It's weird the way the NFL's transitioned to carry 3 tight ends. Like the Cowboys aren't the only team that'll carry 3.
Well, you sometimes by the goal line.
Shoemaker.
Yeah, Shoemaker's name. Yeah. You go, hey, you're running the ball, play action, wide open. You got to watch out.
And I say that because a lot of high school programs don't carry a tight end. They don't have an H-back. But you see schools at the high school level and then going to the college level that they want to be attractive to a kid to come for those types of players. And they open up that spot because they know it's a spot that's still being played in the NFL.
Yeah.
Right? And so you won't see, I don't think you're going to see, for instance, in this district, a tight end or a traditional one.
Yeah, you won't.
And it's I personally like that position, and I think there's something to that.
Yeah.
That said, is flipping back to the Cowboys and the trade, is I'll tell you, I was critical of the trade because Micah Parsons seemed to be this generational player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But something about looking back now is the Cowboys seem to be able to look into the future and say, this guy's not going to be able to stay on the field. And he has not consistently been able to stay on the field.
Yeah.
He's not going to start this season, right?
No.
And so the contributions that he would have given the Cowboys had he stayed, when you weigh the additions that they've had, tells me that irrespective of how the season goes, whether they fulfill your expectation, it would have been the best deal for them because they would have been able to get their roster, put themselves in a position to be competitive, whereas Green Bay really hasn't gotten that much better by having him. Does that make sense?
No, they did not, because he's not playing on the field. But I will tell you this. If the Cowboys would have these players from last year, 10-8, they make the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, again, and let me tell you, the first week on the road at New York is a test because New York has weapons. They have, I think Neighbors is back. They got Scatterboo. They got a new coach. Harbaugh's a great coach.
Yeah.
He'll get them ready. He's a defensive coach.
Yeah.
I just think that I'm here to tell you, when the Cowboys start playing defense, I'm gonna tell you, look out, because dude, their offense is their offense is electric.
They've had when they've had trouble on offense, it's because Dak hasn't been there.
Yeah.
You know, it hasn't been a situation where they haven't been able to get good players around them. He's had weapons. You know, some years better than others, but they arguably have the best receiving room in the NFL.
Hands down.
Yeah, with Pickens, Mingo,
And so you
they're both all district. They're both all
pros.
pros.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they're gonna have something.
Yeah.
And I don't
But
know.
they're I mean, with those two guys on the outside, that's why Ferguson too. I mean, he's great one-on-one. You got another slot of the third back, the third receiver.
Mingo.
Then backs up at who are you gonna take? I mean, if they run this or crossing routes,
Turpin has got it. I mean,
Turpin
he's
he's a
fast.
matchup. He's a matchup problem.
Yeah.
If they were like that, the other guy just kind of like at times, him one-on-one with a safety, forget
and
about it.
I really hadn't.
Quick screens.
I'd seen some of Pickens when he was with the Steelers, and I thought he was freakishly good around the ball. But last season for the Cowboys, good Lord, I mean, there wasn't. You just throw it to him, and you got a chance.
And Pickens' numbers were great when Lamb was hurt.
Yeah.
When he came back, they weren't so good. So they have to look. It's like when you had LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. There's one basketball. Who do you give the ball to?
Yeah.
Shaq
Well,
and
I mean,
Kobe. There's one basketball. So they're gonna have to be like, look, CeeDee Lamb, like, look, man, I'm Batman, you're Robin. The problem is they both want to be Batman. Someone's got to. And that sometimes comes a TO effect.
And they're both wide receiver one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, they both are.
They are.
But do we want to win? That's the problem. We're like, hey, or Dex, hey, cabrones, we're here to win.
We're here to win. W's.
And there may be weeks that one guy's gonna get fed the ball, but I'm.
But you know how it is, men. We all have egos, but sometimes
I'm just
the ego has to be put here for the W.
Hey, you guys aren't gonna be here on Sunday, right? The 30th?
No.
No, you're
I'll
gone, right?
I'll be on a plane.
You'll be on the plane? Because we have our first fantasy fix. We're gonna be streaming Choche's barbecue. We're gonna his fantasy league.
I have a plan on Sunday. You know what I'm gonna be doing?
What?
I'm gonna take a nap.
You're gonna take a nap. I'm gonna be busy on Sunday with that.
I'm gonna watch your thing with one eye
With
open.
one eye open.
I'll watch golf. I love to watch golf every Sunday.
Yeah, I know Sunday.
I watch golf, and it's a championship. It's a championship on
Fantasy
Sunday.
football is coming up, and I know that we're gonna have a show from Choche's Barbecue on Sunday.
Have a great broadcast.
Yeah, we're gonna broadcast it, and we're gonna be talking. Why would you pick that guy in this round? Like, you're in a PPR league. You know that kind of conversation.
There's always method to the madness, but I mean, hopefully they have, now do you cheat, because before you would have like a book, and it's like, man, I used to buy 2 or 3 different books, ACB. I would spend out. And now you go on the pick, it tells you who to pick next.
Yeah.
There's another tool, like, okay, who's a
But even
it tells you when you're picking 7th. This is tell you they give, and then and then
like, what are you doing?
Once they pick them, you can't pick the sentence. I'm gonna take this, and you know what? Watch these draft boys. I wish, mark my words, these drafts. Watch all the Cowboys go, because they're just homers. They're just like they're
like local, yeah.
Oh yeah, hey, give me Dak Prescott with the 2nd pick. Like, we'll be in the 6th. Hey, let me have Blue in the 5th round. Hey, wait. Watch.
Well, I mean,
CeeDee Lamb and Pickens, I get it. They're top 2 picks. Maybe even Williams.
Everybody's gonna be fighting for Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be fighting for that guy.
Yeah.
As they should.
Right.
Guys,
as they should. He's
each and every Monday.
He's a Longhorn, BJ.
Each and every Monday, Grant, myself, and Poncho with some special guests. Next week we'll have Coach
Olivas and the gang.
Yeah, and the gang.
Let me ask you this: will they be very ecstatic over win over?
Well, you gotta pick.
Yeah, you gotta pick.
You make it off camera.
I gotta pick.
Yeah. No, off camera. You make it, and you'll be able to. You can tell us.
Yeah.
Off camera how you. Think
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a video at Hyundai on Friday.
Okay, on Friday.
And I'll be wearing orange, or black and white, and you'll know who
Right.
who the guru's
All right,
picking
so
next Friday night.
Y'all keep an eye out for that.
And I'll even take a picture and you can put it there.
We can post it. Yeah.
Yes. So
Well, and I tell you what, we'll post it after the game.
After the game.
no, it's okay.
No, you wanna put-
Not because then if I lose, I'm okay with it.
All right.
So don't forget. Also, week
But that
one.
way I can
next
clown
week.
you more, man.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll be honest. I should have brought my hat. I designed some caps from Hyundai.
Some new ones.
Well, the same ones, but
Yeah.
it's silver and black with the Texans, and it says Hyundai of Del Rio, but sporting the Maverick colors.
Okay.
And I brought you remember the merch my wife went to. It's got Hyundai with the Eagles,
Okay.
burnt orange.
Nice.
Whoa!
I mean, hey, does your son play high school football?
Yeah,
He's
he's
at
playing
IMG.
in Florida, man.
He's in Florida.
He's playing in Florida.
He's at IMG Academy.
Okay, I thought
And
it
you
was.
can go watch the Next Level Athlete with Poncho, as it's on our Facebook, it's on our YouTube channel. We had a talk with him. We actually did it via.
Today was his first day of school.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
He loves it, man. You know, he didn't play last week. He's got a little bit of an injury, a little nagging hamstring, but he's gonna be 100%. They have a bye this week, so we're not going up there this week, but we're going back up there next week. You know, they're. And I'll just give you a real quick breakdown.
Yeah,
They've got some really good players. They have 3 varsity teams, right? And he's on the state team. He was supposed to play on the junior natty team last week, but because of the injury, didn't. But they've got some really good players. They're having a hard time with little things, the penalties. They lost by a touchdown against a very good squad. They're going to go up south to Coral Gables to play against another very good team this week or next week.
Coral Gables, that's where the.
And
Home of the U.
U.
Some of the
Coral
youth.
Gables. Coral Gables was home of the youth.
Yeah.
And so I think if they get that cleaned up, they're going to start stacking some wins.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to see him back in the lineup. You know, he's in the mix. He's very excited about that. And,
Offense or defense?
He's playing offense. He's playing in the slot. Actually, they actually move him outside, inside. They bring him into the H-back. He's kind of become a Swiss Army knife on offense. And what it's done for him is they put him
predominant one, but he was a tight end.
and he plays a lot.
You took him to tight end school up in
Yeah,
Dallas.
but he's transitioned himself
Okay.
into the slot.
He's getting faster.
He's a lot faster
Okay,
now.
that makes
and
sense.
He focused a lot on that in the off season, and we've seen the difference. And you know, I think it's a really great. He misses his team. He misses these guys, and he misses school here. But I can tell you that he's really thriving. It's very competitive, and he likes that. And he said, I'm gonna come back one day. I'm like, well, shit. I mean, we'll see.
We'll see. Guys, don't forget, next week we'll have, of course, Coach Olivas and the Eagle Pass Eagles. We'll talk about UT as next week it's college football. And we'll talk about the week 1 in NFL. We'll talk, of course, the week 1 matchups that happen between, you know, what's going on this week and week 2 locally. So we got a lot to talk about all season long, all year long. We'll talk every Monday, the Overtime Sports Show. And our producer is over there kind of talking a mix over there. So
The producer wants to go to commercial.
Hey, producer.
El comercial. Vamos a comercial ahorita.
We're done though, right?
Right, yeah, we're done. Yeah. So for Mr. Grant Bibb, Hyundai of Del Rio, 1508 Veterans Boulevard. Hey, did you like my promos that I did over there at your store?
Yes, where was I? I was somewhere with work.
You were not
was
there.
it?
You were not there, but I went and did 2 promos. One with Eddie, one with Felix. And
I'm very grateful. I work for a great man, and I have a very good job.
I saw you guys got #1.
yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I built an amazing team, and I'm from Eagle Pass. I love the city, but you know, I got an opportunity to go to Hyundai, and I went to Corpus first, and I went to Hyundai when I was here in Eagle Pass, and just to be the #1 leadership in the nation is just an amazing thing. I couldn't do it without, you know, for God giving me the ability and to recognize things. Like I'm very you know, I honestly I want to be an attorney, right? At one point, but
You
I mean,
still can. Go ahead.
no. But I mean, it's like I'm very blessed with what God gave me, and you know what? God gives everyone a gift, right? You have many gifts, and one of them is music, and that somehow it took you a while to get there. But God is going to give someone a gift, And shame on you if you don't use that.
Yeah.
I'm not. I think I'm a great leader, a great coach, and I always have like every store I go to, it's one of the best stores that the owner has. I'm one person, but I'm able to recognize talent, evaluate that, and then get the best out of you.
Yep.
So I'm very gracious and grateful for the team that I've assembled. But most important, like, man, we take care of our customers.
Well, the proof's in the pudding. You're number one.
Yep.
And you know what? A lot of that is in when you think about number one, we were number one in the nation. We're top 100 worldwide. Okay? So they sell Hyundais in Europe, in Italy, in France,
everywhere.
in Mexico, in Canada. We're number one, top 100 in the country. I have the plaque. I just got it the other day. And it doesn't go without the community. I mean, I'm from Eagle Pass, and I can tell you, no disrespect, but I'm going to say what the figures are. We outsell every store in Eagle Pass. We outsell every store in Del Rio up until Castroville. And we do it because we're about the people. I don't forget where I come from. And we sell 50, 60 every month out of Eagle Pass because I'm here for my people. And they can tell you, I donate to the football team, to the basketball team. When I'm there buying stuff I donate in Eagle Pass. Today I signed out $500 just for stuff for traveling teams and we give away stuff. You see it, I know my mission and what God put me to do, and that's to give, and we give graciously. So I'm very thankful and grateful for people believing in us and how we care our customers. But the product is premier. I mean, how many miles on your car, Freddy?
177,000 miles.
It's running like a.
That gave us news. So again, thank you for the promo. But again, thank you for noticing that. But I mean, Freddy will tell you, he goes to my store, he comes back, an hour and a half, car's ready, and he goes, and we just do that. We don't believe that. And again, I'm not taking shots at the dealerships, but if someone pays $50,000 for a car and it breaks down, and you have 4, how did I give them a car drive while they fix their car because it's got 800 miles on it?
Yeah.
I just bought it. No, well, who's gonna pick you up? Mr. Bernard, here, grab this car, boom. Don't worry about it. Hey, when it's ready, I'll call you. Hey, but it ain't gonna cost penny. And I put you the same car you're driving because I'm not gonna put you in a lesser. Well, that's all I got. No.
Yeah.
And we're like, man, we're gonna take care of the customer because that's what about, and that's what it is, and that's why we sell 120, 100 a month because we do the right thing every single time, and the customer knows when they buy a car, they get my card. It says managing general partner, non-part owner, thanks to the owner because of what I've done. So I went from GM to actually have stake in the game, right? So again, I got that because of amazing staff. And like I said, I'm going with my wife on a trip. We're going to fly from San Antonio to Dallas, to Spain, to France, to Italy,
by the way.
to Greece. So again, all this because of what we did in my staff and their customer. So I'm very grateful to God, and we're only going to get better doing this thing. So thank you very much for the plug. I appreciate it.
For Grant Bibb, for Mr. Poncho Nevarez, Nevarez Williams, go to nevarezwilliams.com, 780 East Rio Grande Street. 776-7003 is the number to call.
Especially if you get by an 18-wheeler. Be the first call.
I'm Freddy Heredia for my producer. Good night from La Parrilla, 2640 Del Rio Boulevard. Don't forget to come on by every single day. They're open till 10 and 11 on Fridays.
Don't forget their breakfast.
Yeah,
Don't sleep on that.
Yeah, don't sleep on that. Keep talking sports. STX Sports Life.